Hello, everyone. I've just listened to a whole 7 minutes of Asari Dokubo's rant. And if you know me, I do a lot of videos. I mean, it's very easy for me. I can sit down here and do like 2 hour, 3 hours video straight, just talking. Talking is my thing. Writing is where I'm like, I don't bet. To watch video, it's actually a major issue for me. And for me to sit down through Asari Dokubo's rant, you really know that I want to do this video for you and just listen to him all throughout so that I'm not biased. Listen with an open mind. Just listening to Asari Dokubo. By the way, we are going to put a link to that video in the description section. So it's about 7 minutes. We didn't want to just carry it. It'd be like carrying someone's work, whole of someone's work, and putting it here. So you may probably watch that either after listening or watch it first before coming in to listen to it. So just hearing Asari Dokubo talking about how people deliberately lie, especially, and how he hates it, especially people who claim, to be men of God. In this one, he's talking about Pastor Ezekiel Dachomo, who has really been on the forefront, talking about the killings of his people and also the Christian genocide in Nigeria and all of that. So for me, the argument whether there's a Christian genocide or not, I'm not really concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is the fact that Nigerians are being killed. And if someone decides that they are going to focus on the Christians being killed, so be it. There's nothing that stopped you from focusing on other people who you think are being killed. It's not a matter of, oh, they killed these people more, they killed that people more. It's a matter of every Nigerian killed should be the whole nation being killed. That's the way we should look at it and take it on. So, and he went on to talk about this thing. One of the things I really found funny was where Asari Dokubo mentioned the fact that he's going to, if you place a curse on this pastor, the pastor is going to die within 24 hours. And I'm like, Asari Dokubo, as what? As your curse is what? Is it those people that used to fall on their feet at your place? You drink water, give them to drink that. It's making you shock and making you feel one thing or the other. Even the gun where you carry for hand. Now people, they do. And you don't even sit down, manufacture your own. Whatever it is, we have a helicopter, we can bring it. And now the one way people do. So as what? The cause as what? Sometimes we fool too much in this country. We play too much. We're light. Then there's this importance people ascribe to themselves where there's really nothing for there. And I kudos to Pastor Dachomo for speaking up for his people, for amplifying the injustice happening to his people, the killings, the death, and nothing has stopped anyone, whether from the Muslim community or any other community that feel that their people are being killed. Nothing has stopped any of their religious leaders or tribal leaders or whatever to come out and actually amplify also the cries, the killings, the atrocities that have also been meted out on their own people. And one of the things that Asari Dokubo mentioned was to talk about, Sokoto, that all the people that are being killed there, who is killed them, well, they are being killed. If Asari Dokubo decides today he's going to be talking about the Muslim genocide, so be it. I believe there's a genocide in Nigeria. All across, people are being killed, and that's it. And if there are some people who want to amplify the Christian genocide, so fantastic. Let it bring the kind of result we want. If there's someone who wants to sit down and also amplify the Muslim genocide, so go ahead and do it and talk about the people who are being killed. But at the end of the day, I think we all agree that there is genocide in Nigeria. The way that people are being killed, driven away from their villages. If we're not watching it, we're systematically being decimated from the inside. The war that is being meted out on Nigeria is not from the outside. They've entered inside. They're actually doing it from the inside. And we're just sitting down here foolishly arguing over numbers when we should be joining our hands together and say, hey, the killings, should be stopped. He talked about the conflict that has been in Nigeria, but also talked about initially at one part of the video, you see him saying things like, oh, there's no religious, conflict and all of that. And then he goes on to talk about the tribal conflict that has morphed, into the religious conflict. And you're like, okay. And then the most, I think, when psychophants talk, they just talk from their point of view of psychophancy. And he's busy talking about the fact that, Tinubu, anybody bringing Tinubu into Christian genocide is not being truthful, that his wife is Christian, his son is Christian, his daughter, even though she's Muslim, she's married to who cares about all of those things? I think one of the things that people really do not really appreciate is the fact that you can hate something even though you're married to that thing or whatever. But I've never said that's not even, the case as it is, right now. So the most important thing here is the fact that, look, there is a genocide going on. There is killings that is going on, and nobody asked Tinubu to go and rig election. Tinubu, when he didn't rig election and get himself sworn in as president, nobody called him on anything Nigeria. We faced whoever was there. And if he didn't need to be faced, then they shouldn't have rigged the election. He should have allowed the person who had won, the election to be sworn in, and all our attention would not be on that person. That's the person that will be holding accountable. So all of those things are things that, I don't even get that. And then he's talking about people being afraid to talk. I don't know what he means by people being afraid to talk. He probably is the one who is afraid to talk and say the truth and focuses more on the psychopathy. I can't imagine somebody as old as, Asari Dokubo is so deep, head deep into the butt of someone that all he does is psychopathy. Bros, grow up. I beg you. Where we come from South Side, they know they know us as people where they do boy follow person. We they talk truth when we see, and not be all this. Waiting you want, and money you want. I've been a power, I've been a waiting. Even if you want, you don't get out for yourself. You guys to be doing boy. Well, people who live off boy. So if they see say people others they do boy for them, it and so the boy thing they go. And then I don't know which Igbo man he's calling idiotic or whatever. For you to call someone idiotic, it literally means that idiosyncrasies is what runs in you, and you also see yourself as one, because I don't see any reason why you cannot talk about. Okay, fine, the Igbo man is not talking about the killings in the Igbo land. Why don't you talk about the killings in the Igbo? Because on Monday you say you are not Igbo, on Tuesday you say you are Igbo, on Wednesday you say you are a mix of Igbo and whatever, and is it a Kwere man or which one used to claim? Then on Thursday and whatever, God, talk about the ones in the southeast. You talk about that one. Since this Igbo man is talking about another, it's called how do they even used to talk that? We're all helping each other turn by turn, So you be the one to talk about it. Talk about Biron and Hausa and how that translates. At the end of the day, Asari Dokubo, go and eat. Just go eat. Make them do swallow for you. Better swallow black soup. Just eat. Lie down. Drink water. Go sleep. Thank you for watching. Bye.